The Department of Justice Inspector General is recommending criminal charges for fired FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe for lying to investigators. It is unclear if federal authorities will follow through with prosecuting him. Here now is Bill McGurn from the Wall Street Journal. So this is a big deal. I mean, we've been waiting for the IG report. It came out and you said, now what? I mean, they determined he lied 3 times under oath, 4 times altogether, I guess.
Once with an attorney present, I believe, right? Oof. And, you know, up until now, it's been President Trump calling Andrew McCabe a liar,
right,
and Jim Comey, right? And
leakers
now,
and liars.
Yeah, and now Mr. McCabe's attorney didn't quite use the L word, but he's pretty much saying Comey's not telling the truth on this stuff.
And Comey's side too. I mean, Comey said that
Comey said that the IG found him guilty, and there are found him guilty of lying, and there are consequences for that. So
if the fight is unleashed, and if McCabe is then charged, what does that mean? Where do we go from there?
Well, I don't think we know. I mean, up till now, again, the whole debate in Washington would Donald Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, turn on the president if they squeeze him? Now the question is, will Mr. McCabe turn on Mr. Comey if he's indicted and facing, you know, the possibility of charges and jail time?
It's interesting. I mean, it's got to exacerbate the problem that at the moment they're considering all this, and Andrew McCabe is under all this pressure, and as you pointed out before, he's preemptively raised all this money. At that moment, Jim Comey is out on a book tour, really pouring fuel on the fire, right?
Right. And also, we don't have the larger IG report yet. I think it's going to come out first week in May, and that's going to have a lot more detail. Remember, the interesting thing about this again doesn't come from Republicans. It comes from a man that President Trump labeled Obama's guy. Mr. Horowitz, who was appointed by President Obama. And it comes because Democrats, after the election, were howling that Jim Comey had violated the Hatch Act by having his last-minute press conference and thrown the election to Trump from Hillary Clinton. So be careful what investigation you wish for.
And at the same time, I mean, you wrote a great article pointing out that while Jim Comey is out on this book tour, that he's really illustrating he has a lot more in common than President Trump than he cares to admit, right?
Yeah, I think I wasn't the author of that. It was an editorial. It's a group kind of thing. But I think there's a lot, the lack of self-awareness. And look, it's not just Republicans or Mr. Trump that has issues with Mr. Comey. A lot of other people do. A lot of Democrats believe he cost Mrs. Clinton the election. A lot of people believe he's just a grandstander. You know, he's neither right nor left. And he writes things like, I realized I was the only man who could salvage the integrity of the Justice Department, FBI. I mean, to think that maybe, but to write it, it's just odd. I think he blasts Rudy Giuliani for his publicity and for making the office about himself rather than. I mean, it's a real lack of awareness.
Yeah, and he's coming across to so many as so petty and so political.
Right.
When the FBI is not supposed to be that. And you say Trump started, you're like, okay, but you know that just means you're justifying your wrong actions by pointing out his wrong actions. And you hear from people in the FBI who say, you know, he's taking the FBI down to the level of a drama, of gossip, of, you know, of entertainment.
Yeah, look, I think it's a bad look for an FBI director to be on Stephen Colbert, to be pushing a memoir that has mostly personal things and it's talking about your family. Well, even just to reveal these, I mean, people look to you for being objective and just kind of dispassionate. The FBI should speak through its investigations and not through this stuff. So I don't think it's a good look for any FBI director, and I think that's what Mr. Comey's finding.
Yeah, and it probably makes this McCabe thing even more heated than it
Well, it's obviously going to get very heated.